areas, when we go on tactical alert, that means we only handle radio calls of significant importance, meaning a violent crime in progress, calls that have to be answered right away. So the other calls get put on a queue and may not get handled for some of any kind of a crime. And so when we go to tactic, meaning a violent crime in progress, areas, when we go on tactical alert, that means we don't do it lightly, but in this case we did it very quickly because we needed additional resources right away to be able to help quell the violence, and that situation, as you can see tonight, has only gotten worse.
Chief, given what you said about not being informed,
wild stuff going on in LA today, baby. Yeah, LA on fire. The cops are riding. WWE, sad last days. Tomorrow's Raw. People pretty much started to continue to call Triple H out like, nah, you did this. We thought we were going to give him some credit the other day, but people are they're going in on Triple H like, nice try, we know, Triple H. You know what I mean? You son of a bitch. Like, you did this. Like, people are pissed still. They're still going at Triple H for whatever the other day. And his little answer that he gave where he said, it's all, you like the show, it's all part of the show. What's up, everybody? On a Sunday night. Last week we were live much earlier. I'm sorry. Normally on Sundays when I go live a little bit earlier than this, but couldn't get on until now. But we're on for a little bit. How's everybody doing? It's been a weird time. I think that's John Cena eating cake in the background on this thumbnail. I don't know why that is, but I just thought it was funny. But I think that's him. Yeah, R-Truth's son is calling out the lies. Again, people will think that that's part of the storyline too, so it's not like all this stuff can be explained away as maybe part of the storyline. You know what I mean? So you don't really know exactly what's going on, but R-Truth his son did come out and say something. So, yeah. I think it could be, his son sounds mad. I mean, but it's not like you couldn't get him to play ball or play along or whatever. So could be that. We'll talk about whatever you want. Sunday night, life's falling apart. World's falling apart. World coming down. Whatever you want to call it. And I'm here with you if you want to be weird. Shout out to Z Payne, who last night on Monetize This was nuts, dude. Z Payne was a huge part of Monetize This last night, man. We stayed up really late. If you haven't heard all of Monetize This, or I guess it's not Monetize This, it's really the Money in the Bank review that we did the other night only, but, the show went late as hell. And the big reason was because of, Z Payne dropping bombs. So, shout out to Z Payne the other night, man. Without him, we wouldn't have been able to stream that late. We wouldn't have streamed that late, and it was a big help. So shout out to him and everybody else, man, who is, dropping by and saying stuff and doing stuff and donating too, because people that started it off, not gold standard, but I mean the other, all the other guys like Gold Standard, General Santos, and El Tapo was there. Omar Fakarani, I think O'Donnell dropped a big one. Those big chunks that came in first from there. So all those guys, shout out to you. Did you watch the riots today? What happened? Did anybody see anything crazy? I watched some clips here or there. I was real, busy doing some things today. And there's much more news has popped off and gone out about what happened with this Triple H situation that I kind of want to mention in a few. Once everybody's in here fully, it's Sunday night. where everybody's relaxing before they probably have to go back to work. We all have work tomorrow on Monday usually, but I know some of you guys might not. Maybe some people have Mondays off and they work a weekend day or whatever. But for the most part, we're all getting geared up for Monday morning hell. But tonight, Los Angeles has fallen. Texas Instruments, boy. Yeah. We watched You Need Help with a Die-Cast Toy Car. No, I don't think LA Knight has not been released from what I understand. I don't know what. I'm sure the fans think he's been released with the way he's been treated, but, I mean, you could argue he's been treated great, bad, well, whatever. He's not been treated the worst, I don't think. He's not getting a great supporting push, but he's getting, somewhat some support, Yeah, last night was not necessarily monetized but it was fun. I had a fun time last night. That was fun. It's always good when you get good talk, funny moments, fun stuff, fun Money in the Bank things to talk about. And on top of that, people are dropping dono bombs and shit. That's, your perfect recipe last night, It was a lot of fun. Everything worked out. I think we could justify doing the 6-hour stream we did last night. God damn, this coffee is hot. I got a little coffee. I know that some people would be like, dude, what the fuck are you doing drinking coffee at 11:30 at night when you got to get up in the morning? But I'm so tired that I could pass out right now. But if I drink a little coffee, what will happen is I'll shoot awake for another 30 minutes to an hour, and I'll still pass out in an hour and a half or so when I go to bed or whatever it is. But I'm here for your questions. It's a Q&A Sunday night like usual on Sunday nights, but maybe not be a 2-hour show tonight because, I'm pretty tired. Obviously, it's much later than usual. I usually start Sunday nights at 9 or 10. We're starting at 11, so whatever you guys want to talk about in the chat. Otherwise, I'll steer us in the news that I wanted to talk about, but, maybe organically you guys will bring it up anyway, so it doesn't matter. Hueco, how you doing, you bitch? Oh, yeah, let me get the dono link up. I'm sorry. My bad, boys. Let me get it up. By the way, Z Payne is at the top. He knocked off Leonard Kitty Kisser. Most Blaze is in third place. The Creeder and then Cole Zeller. Cole Zeller last night dropped $50. Shout out to the OG Cole Zeller, man. Thank you so much, bro. We're going to try to get stuff taken care of. There you go. I pinned it. If you guys want to donate, pinned to the top of the stream is Streamlabs. If you want to use that link, click that link. It'll take you to the dono link where you guys can drop some fun. And you can get on the leaderboard tonight potentially because the last spot is being taken by Grid. Grid is in the last spot with $20. Kurt Cobain is at $30. Quick Cup, $30. A. O'Donnell, $33. So you guys could definitely take out, you could get to Colonel Stutters and Cole Zeller territory at 50, potentially, and be on the list. And, of course, we may print these names out on a poster or something. I think I want to start doing that again. I think that'd be kind of cool, but I don't know. I'm thinking about posting it again, doing something like that. I remember we did the T-shirt. That was fun. I didn't do it a bunch, but I did it a couple of times where we printed out the T-shirt. There's only a few people that have them, but the couple of people that have the T-shirts, it's pretty cool. I wonder who has those. I think I have one. I have one of them. But yeah, Z Payne, top dog. Triple H. When's Triple H going to be fired? What do you guys think? When's Triple H going to be asked to leave WWE, or when will he step away? When will that happen? Do you guys think? You know what? Should I put the poll up? I put a poll up for that, right? Let's put a poll up quickly. A quick poll for that. Let's see. When will Triple H leave or be replaced? Let's say 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years or more. There's a poll for you. You love polls. I know you do. I love a poll inside me, right? Oh, shit. Louis Urdaneta just became a member again. What a beast. How many months in a row is that? Oh, my God, ladies and gentlemen. Luis Urdaneta with 48 months in a row. Unbelievable. Luis Urdaneta, that is crazy shit, dude. Thank you so much, brother. You just nailed it. That's crazy. That's crazy. Das is crazy. Joe Bishop, what's up, man? Thank you, Luis Urdaneta, for clicking on that membership button 48 months in a row. That's crazy. That is crazy. 48 months in a row. That's a wild time, brother. It's crazy in LA tonight. We getting crazy in LA, baby. What a shithole. How is D-Moon even alive? Fucking forest burned down the whole city. Now fucking the people burn it down. Like, help us. Help us, there's a fire. Oh, wait, look, we'll start our own fire. Fuck it. We'll burn it down. Just like Seth Rollins, man. Burn it down. I asked Grok to show me Triple H as a KKK member the other day. And it really, it says Triple H controversial attire. I don't know why it put Triple H in a bathrobe. Guys, let's do something different tonight. I want you guys, when you donate, if you're donating tonight, if you are, I want you to recommend me some things that I can generate with Grok or AI tonight. So if you do donate, try to let me know what I should do. Like, you should be like, Joe here, whatever, blah, blah, and then say, Big Bird eating cats while wearing a Hulk Hogan t-shirt, and then we'll do it, Show me a picture of Big Bird eating cats while and wearing a Hulk Hogan t-shirt. And then we'll just ask Grok to do that, or we'll ask AI to do it in general. We'll go to a different AI source, and we'll just see a couple of what we get, But you got to just, when you donate, do that, add something to the donation. You can tell me, like, listen, I want, Triple H to do this, that, and the other thing. Now, Grok really sucks because Grok thinks that Hulk Hogan is the Incredible Hulk. So Grok thinks that Big Bird is... Show me a picture of Big Bird eating cats and wearing a Hulk Hogan t-shirt. So maybe if I tell it the wrestler Hulk Hogan t-shirt. So maybe if I do it again, it will do it right. Something really wacky like that. We're just getting started. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Oh boy, look at this. Yeah, see, it really can't figure out who Hulk Hogan is for some reason. It's like I don't know who that is. See, like these are not, like, Big Bird is holding a cat and kind of like manhandling the cat a bit. So like it's kind of got the right idea. I know that maybe it's not going to let me have Big Bird being eaten or whatever, which I don't understand why. But let's try. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Why can't I get into my my thing? Do I not have a thing? What is this thing talking about? It's weird. I'm trying to generate on my other account, but it's saying that like there's no account made, but I do have an account made. So I'm really kind of confused. And I really want this Big Bird picture. I want this to happen. God damn it. Let's see if we can get it to work. What's up? We're talking about, Triple H's days could be numbered. You never know. Let's take a look at the number. The numbers are really, wow. I am shocked about this. Look at these.
If you smell what demonic Hollywood is cooking, it's cooking babies. Adrenochrome, Brandy and Cody, your mix baby will do. So give me the both of you.
It's Louis Urdaneta.
Your soul, then the rock.
Let's go. Suck me beautiful. I guess Mark Henry's happy. That's true. That's funny. Then the rock. Oh my God, look what this made. What is this? What is this?
I just watched the men's Money in the Bank. My gosh, the Mexican destroyer from Penta to Andrade was sick. 48-month baby.
Wow. The Mexican destroyer from Penta to Andrade. Yeah, that was wild, dude. That was wild. Louis Urdaneta becoming a 48-month member and then dropping the $10 donation tonight. That is the top donation and only donation so far. So actually, of course, it would be the top one. First one, baby. That's the top dono. Let's put him up there. Here you go, baby. You sponsor this show at this point. Unbelievable, Louis Urdaneta. Let's get him up there. He is literally a sex god, everybody. Wants your soul. Yeah. Yeah. Sad last days. When will they be? Well, let's go back to the Triple H part. Oh my God, Kevin, what's up, bro? OG in the chat. 63 votes. 37% of you think Triple H is going to be gone within a year or in a year. There's 1 year left for Triple H, according to the majority of you guys. Damn, Triple H is up against it, man. Louis Urdaneta, the best dono of the day. God damn, look at that. I know, Thomas, I can't believe that Aaron Rodgers went to the Steelers. It's ridiculous. And also, the protests continue in L.A. This reminds me of back in the day when we were covering the riots down in the up in, what was it, Michigan? Or where was it, where Kyle Rittenhouse happened that night? We were watching the whole thing and didn't even realize we were watching like what would be like a famous trial and everything. We had no idea. This news reporter is picking up like bullets and holding them. He's like, let me play with these, even though, like, what if they explode in your hands? You don't know. I don't know, man. Oh, stuff's on fire again. We're on fire again, folks. We're on fire. We're going to be looking at a lot of videos in a little bit, to be honest. Trust me. Look at that, man. They're like, we need to burn this place down again. Do you remember when L.A. fires happened and everybody lost their homes? Let's start fires again. This is great. Let's do that. Remember that? That was fun. Do it again. Burn some more people's houses down. Whoa! This is live right now.
Or if they're just standing by.
Yeah, we believe that is the group that was outside of City Hall. So they've been pushed now about, 2 or 3 blocks from where we are. They actually had several cars. It looks like their own personal vehicles kind of where that fire was.
Can you imagine, like, as they push these people closer to your area, your business, your house, you're like, fuck, stop pushing these people near us. What the hell? Like, you got to be freaking out if they're pushing these people down towards your business. You're like worried, like, I'm going to lose my fucking business. These People are crazy. LA is fucking crazy, dude. What are they doing? Man, let's burn it down because I don't know. And then I don't get why. It's very weird. I don't know. You think we're in Endgame WWE? Yes, the Riddler. That is so weird that you mentioned that because I was going to talk about that the last couple of days where it's weird because it's weird how we went from like WWE's dying. We were saying that, it's boring, it's dying, it's falling apart. And then it was like the whole CM Punk thing happened with AEW and Cody Rhodes happened and Cody Rhodes came to WWE and injected this life. CM Punk added to that. I mean, it all added to everything. And then WWE got this big shock of life back into it. The Rock added to that. And it was just suddenly, it was like, wait, they got Roman, they got the LA Knights guys taking off a little bit here. Jey Uso's taking off. At the time, Sammy was taking off. And now here comes Cody Rhodes, and now here's CM Punk, and it was like, damn, all of a sudden, The Rock and then Vince is gone, and then TKO owns, and it just like this big adrenaline shot into the company that felt like it was sending us into another atmosphere. And suddenly, within a year of that feeling hitting this high crescendo, this WrestleMania brought it down. And then after that, it's been just down, 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 And it feels like we're in this weird AI WWE cookie cutter. Like we're a corporate business now, even more than ever before. And, we're made, it's almost like it's just made for dumb fucks who, whatever. And the crazy thing about that is it wasn't that long ago. It was even, it really wasn't that long ago where it felt like, man, things are changing and something is turning around into a different plane of, or whatever. And now it just feels like, wow, we have crashed. It's like we're coming down from the high and it's a hard crash. It's a hard crash and burn. Like, it was like we hadn't partied in a long time, right? We're older now. We haven't partied in a while. And recently we got high, drunk, and it was crazy orgy. And then we had to come back to reality. And the reality is really hard hitting now of like, damn, this ain't doing so well. I don't know. I'm still going up and down a little bit on it. Again, I like the R-Truth thing that they did. Whatever they're doing, I like it. It's kind of unpredictable, but feels like they're operating on like the whim right now. But there's just something that's off. Who got fired? I don't think anybody got fired today. I mean, we know that, Sarah Logan or whatever got fired. We know that Braun Strowman got fired. Somebody else got fired. I don't remember who it is. It's I don't know. Mark McLovin, what's going on, man? Oh, Jesse's here? Like Jesse from my show or Jesse Ventura? I'm here, Joe. Here's the thing, Joe. I masturbated on my mother. All right. What? I'm kidding, Joe. Here's the other thing, Joe. Back when I was in the locker room, Hulk Hogan tried to touch me. I've got it on video, and I told McMahon, I'll sue you for this. He didn't listen, but maybe he will when he sees the tape. I don't know what we're doing. Sorry. I love you guys. Who wants to make love to me tonight on this stream? I'll do anything to make you, type on negative. Kevin says, Ari Emanuel, Nick Khan, Mark Shapiro, and The Rock will say 2 words to Triple H. Famously said by Vince McMahon and Donald Trump, "You're fired." Will they? God damn. That'll be crazy. We talked about the Shawn Michaels thing last night. About how the Rock had, I guess I have to look more into this, that there was no Shawn Michaels in the show and that he was a black guy instead. And I forgot all about that. That's crazy, but funny. Kicking it with Roy. You're the best goalie I've ever seen. Are you talking to me? I don't think I'm the best goalie. But I had a good goalie game one night a couple nights ago, right? I lost a game yesterday in goal 3-0, but there was 38 shots on me. So that was crazy. I stopped 35 pucks, 35 saves, 38 goals went in. 3 goals went in, so total 38 shots. And the other goalie faced 14 shots, and we had 0 goals. And my team started yelling at me and trying to put the puck in my own net. And I'm like, are you fucking serious, guys? You guys can't score on the other goal, so you're going to try to put it in my net? Are you doing this like you think it's my fault? You stupid sons of bitches. Like, what a dumb fuck team. I like, what am I, a 40-year-old man? I sent all these guys messages calling them F words. And I'm surprised I didn't get in trouble on Xbox. And you're like, what kind of a 40-year-old man does that? I do. Big Glenn says Triple H will be gone by WrestleMania. That's fucking crazy. I'm going to say no. I don't agree with that. I'm going to say that's not true. I think Triple H will be gone in the next, I'm going to say 3 years, maybe. Maybe. I don't even know about that. I feel like he'd be there a long time, like 5 to 10 years myself. I want to think Triple H is there 5 to 10 years. That's kind of what I want to think. But I'll go 3 years with you guys. I'll go 3 years. I was actually playing NHL earlier. I had a few minutes to play with my friend. I haven't been doing any playing games or anything really. Obviously, with my job situation is really bad, so I can't do that. But I did play for about an hour earlier, and I think we went 2-2. We played 4 games. And we had a crazy comeback. One of the games we were down by 6 goals, and we came back and won. And this team looked like they were glitching and doing all this crazy shit, and we somehow came back and won. It was quite surprising. Quite surprising. Daddy Bullfrog. Bullfrog is saying, Daddy, I love you. Yeah, these are like DJ, thank you for sending me these. These are like the ones I made of Triple H. I made some similar ones. Yeah, it looks like we put in similar things. Grok, really? What is going on here? Dude, what in the world? Oh, my God. What the shit bomb? What am I looking at?
Do you think it's actually possible that WWE will go the way of Ringling Brothers? I can't wrap my head around that thought.
Yeah, that's pretty, I'm going to say no. I mean, someday I think they will, maybe, right? Maybe someday they will. And whenever that is that in 100 years? Is that in 50 years? The Riddler. Thank you for becoming a $5 shit bum Riddler. But yeah, no, I think the WWE is too like valuable right now for everybody. And so yeah, I don't think that I don't think they're going to go that route. It's not even close right now. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I don't see that. I mean, why did Ringling Brothers, like, didn't they get sued or something? Let's ask Grok. The Ringling Brothers circus closed in 2017. I remember this. After 146 years due to a combination of factors, including a declining ticket sale, high operating costs, and significant pressure from animal rights groups. See, that's why. That's why you won't see WWE go away. They're not under pressure from any rights groups, really, so that's not a big deal. Number 2, their ticket sales are just fine. They're great. There's no decline in anything else. Business is booming higher than ever. So yeah, could someday the WWE be closed down for whatever reason? Maybe. But I just feel like it's too American now, too valuable. And I know you could say that about Ringling Brothers, but like I just think circuses are a bit out, right? people would have rather gone to like Disney on Ice or something, even though that wasn't doing great, but that does better. So, for all those reasons, I mean, maybe wrestling will be out at some point down the future, but the name of WWE now is just so important and so big that, it even if it was downgrading every year, it's like it's eventually going to get sold to somebody and somebody else and somebody. So I don't think so, at least not for a while. And the way things are going, it feels like WWE, I mean, they could outlast Ringling Brothers Circus. But, I mean, Ringling Brothers was around for 146 years. So WWE has been around. I mean, how do you even classify it, from WWF or WWF or whatever? But so you're looking at about, regardless of at least, 70 years, right? We're looking at, 70 to 80 years of WWE. I mean, I think, let's see what Grok says. Yeah, 1953, so 72 years. So the WWE would have to exist another over 100 years to eclipse the Ringling Brothers record of how long they lasted as an entertainment company. And so that's going to be tough. I could see if you said 25 years, I would say yes. If you said 50 years, I would say I think 50 years, yeah. But if you tell me 100 years, man, I don't know what will happen in 100 years. 100 years, man. I mean, like I said, in about 10 to 20 years, there'll be children who are logging onto their computer who can put together stories or AI-generated stories, and they can just, like, put on their own show and generate these things. And will people still be watching TV the same way they are now? Oh, my goodness.
I'ma leave this briefcase.
Oh my God, creepy neckbeard.
Right here.
Wow.
I'ma leave this briefcase.
Holy shit, creepy neckbeard.
I'ma leave this briefcase right here.
I'm gonna leave this briefcase. I'm gonna leave it right here for you, cracker.
Run, you fat bitch. Run, you fat bitch. Run, you fat bitch. Run, you fucking fat bitch. Go ahead and run, son. Don't you think I'm a fucking terrorist? Run, you fat bitch.
Yeah,
Run, you fat bitch.
Your tracks today.
Gotta run.
Never run so hard in all your damn life. Run, you fat bitch.
I wasn't happy with Might Blast Night. Feels like WWE is holding Roxanne Perez down. They didn't need to get rid of Cora Jade. WWE always gets rid of good wrestlers. AI photo request would be Donald Trump getting a STD test result.
Let me see what you just said. Hold on. Let me read what you just said, because the thing fucked it all up. It like died at the end. Let's put Louis Urdaneta down there in small letters, and it's time to put the big man up now. Creepy neckbeard. He did say creepy. Creepy neckbeard. All right, let's see. What can we get away with this Donald Trump thing without getting like arrested? I mean, let's see. Creepy neckbeard. You're going up top like that, baby. Put Louis smaller. All right, so he said, Donald Trump getting an STD result test from the Statue of Liberty. Let's see if it can handle that. Show me a picture of Donald Trump. Show me a picture of Donald Trump getting a STD test result from the Statue of Liberty in 16:9 aspect ratio. Okay, boys, here we go. Let's see what we got. It's generating right now. I mean, that doesn't look... What the hell is that? What the fuck? We gotta have it generate this again. This is pretty good right here, though. It's like he's got the envelopes. He's like wondering what's going on. I wonder if that black thing is from the Liberty. I didn't have a tetanus shot, and it went all the way in, way into me. What is this, dude? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. And he has herpes. Let's tell Grok he's got herpes. Let's see what it does. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Well, he's not happy about this result. The weird thing, though, is that, like, it just left the herpes thing completely out. I said, and he had, at the time, he's got herpes. But it didn't do that. He's like, he's just mad right there. Okay, show me the LA riots happening today, but all the police are wearing gay pride shirts. Show me LA riots happening today, but all the police are wearing gay pride shirts. I mean, that's not really that good, but it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. And then the other one, the other image is like a blend of everything that I just said, all mixed into one. Because there's the Statue of Liberty again, lurking in the background. What is going on, dude? Dude, Tony Khan and Triple H fighting. How about this? Ready? Tony Khan. Oh, show me a picture of Triple H and Tony Khan fighting over The Undertaker. Let's see if we can get that to happen. Fighting over The Undertaker, courtesy of Crippy Neckbeard. I mean, I was hoping that like The Undertaker was going to be like a little Undertaker doll or something, but this is pretty funny. This picture is pretty intense. Look at this. Oh my God, dude. Look at The Undertaker looking at him like, are you guys really fighting over me? Look at Tony Khan. Looks like he took a turd in Triple H's drink and Triple H doesn't know about it. Oh my God, that's funny. Hold on, let's show me a picture of Triple H, Tony Khan fighting over an Undertaker doll. Let's see if it can conjure up a doll. Yo, the Riddler, what's up, bro? Make the Statue of Liberty a nurse. Blue Oyster Squad, bro, it's over. No charge, what's up? Undertaker bald. Joe, I'm bricked up right now because you're live. You're bricked up? What does that mean? The fuck lingo is that? What does that mean? Like you're hard? What the hell does that mean? I want to say cool, but like I'm not sure. Over a WWE Undertaker doll. Maybe a toy. Let's do a toy. Undertaker toy. Who doesn't love a nice little toy inside them, you know what I mean? Oh my God. I don't think it really gets the point of them fighting here in this picture, but this picture is still funny. This just looks like Triple H and Tony Khan playing with wrestling action figures. They're like, yeah, so I got this idea for a tag team. They wear black. It's really cool. They wear black. And Tony Khan's like, oh, yeah, tell me Triple H. I'll suck your ballsack. Oh, my God, please, I would cock. You know? It's pretty sick. Crippy Neckbeard with the 1984. Oh, you're hard. Okay, well, now we're on, brother. He's 40. Just say you got a hard one. Coot Deloot. What's up, bro? I know it. I mean, but dude, I was like this when I was 30 and 28. But now that I'm like 40, people are like, oh, you're old. You don't know what the fuck we're talking about. But it's like, dude, I don't think I knew what anybody was talking about when I was 28 either. So it doesn't really, you know what I mean? Like, go back and watch me when I was 28. I was dumber then, I feel like. But you know what? The new lingo is starting to finally, it's starting to get to the point where now I really don't know shit. Like, what's going on? You know? Let's look at the poll, man. 117 votes. And yeah, people think that Triple H is going to be gone within a year. Damn, bro. That's crazy. I mean, that is a hell of a revelation, guys. You and Unk know, Joe. What up, Pocket? Yeah, it's crazy. Can't believe I'm this old. I was saying goodnight to my son a little while ago before I started the stream, and I gave him a hug. I gave little Finn a hug, the youngest, and I gave Finn a hug, and I said, goodnight, buddy. I love you, bro. And he goes, I love you, Dad. And I was like, aw. My little boy is so sweet. Like, he's so nice. My daughter is a wild person. But my youngest is like, he's so like ought to leave it to Beaver a lot of times. He's like, I love you, Dad. I'm like, thanks, buddy. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, Dad. I'm like, what? This is crazy. That kid gives me the most, like, I think that kid gives me the most respect. Like, he is like, you're my dad. That's awesome. I love you. What's up, Dad? Let's do stuff. Like, my youngest is like that. My oldest now, he's like, leave me alone. I'm in my room. Leave me alone, Dad. Everybody leave me alone. And then my daughter is like, I'm a fucking crazy person. Buy me something, Dad. I don't care. But my youngest is like, I love you, Dad. You want to play wiffle ball? It's crazy. A cord was looping over something, causing a static thing. I think the static thing's gone. Is it? Oh, no, it's happening again. I got to buy a new XLR. What's up, chat, guys? Hit the like button. We got 53 likes. That sucks. Hit the like button, baby. We can get 100 likes, I believe. I want to see a Joe Cronin action figure. Well, I mean, we got the bobblehead. We got the bobblehead. I mean, that's as close as you're gonna get right there. You know? This is as close as you're gonna get. I love how it has the hashtag fact t-shirt on it. Remember the other day when I went on a rant about hashtag fact or whatever? Fact. There's the shirt. The bobblehead's wearing the shirt. That is fire, dude. It's pretty cool. There's only 3 of these, and I have one. Shout out to the guy that made this and then sent it to me. Oh, no, Liz gave it to me from the guy. That's a Funko. Yeah, it's close. Close enough. You know, that's all you're getting, bro. Yeah, I was laughing at that, kicking it with Roy. Yeah, I feel like the gray hairs are creeping in too. On you or me? I think they're starting to come in on me for real. It's crazy. And the crazy thing is now I'm trying to find my career. Like, what do I do? I had a career and then I left the place to go somewhere else. And then, like I said, that place got rid of the whole department. right after I got hired. And I was like, wait a minute, I just got hired. I just started here. I've only been here 4 weeks. What do you mean we're getting rid of the department? What am I going to do? And they're like, oh, I think, you're leaving too. It's unbelievable, man. And I can't go back to my old work. So like, I'm looking around what to do. And it's like, I'm getting anxiety about like, fuck, what do I do? Like, it's crazy. Like, I got to start a career somewhere and figure out what to do. I mean, I know what I can do, but like at the same time, it's just like, I'm at the point now where it's like, oh man, I really have to try to find some place to try to be at for the next 5 to 10 years and try to like become an expert at it and do really well at it and stay there because I need to save money. Yeah, I can't save any money. I owe so much money. I need to start paying off everything and then I need to save money because like we're getting to the end here. We got to get rolling. You know what I mean? Let's say I stay alive for the next 20 years. Let's say I make it to 60. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. It's turkey time. What if they believe us? Yeah, baby. What if the turkeys ate us instead of they filleted us? What if the turkeys ate us instead of mashed potatoes? Thanksgiving was a little bit different. Instead, those turkeys ate us. They gobbled us apart. And first they ate our nuts, and then they might eat our butts. Yeah, the turkeys ate us. What if the turkeys ate us? What if the turkeys ate us? What if they filleted us? Instead the turkeys ate us. Thanksgiving's getting kinda friggin' crazy because people's blood might be the gravy. The turkeys might gobble on our chitlins. Instead they might gobble on the testicles. What if the turkeys ate us?
First question: remember in 2009 when WWE fired Mr. Kennedy? Do you think that was right that they did that? Second question: what's your favorite McDonald's breakfast?
Mr. Kennedy! Sorry, I don't know what the fuck that was. Creepy Neckbeard just upgraded to the turkey donation. $29, man. Thank you, you freaking beast mobile! You want to fuck with people tonight? Any questions in the chat, we'll answer them. Yeah, I think at the very least that I think Kennedy was done dirty. You know what I mean? I really do think that Mr. Kennedy, I mean, at the very least, don't you think Mr. Kennedy should have gotten another shot? Don't you think that Mr. Kennedy should have eventually have come back for like, here you go, here's another shot? He never got another shot. Like that, to me, that's crazy. I really do think it's fucked up. I think he handles it pretty well, to be honest. But like, that guy's career in life was severely altered. And I think part of it is, I don't think Vince really liked him that much. And I think Vince had so much talent around at the time that he was like, this is all so important, and this guy really isn't. And then, the fact that Randy Orton was against him, that really hurt him. if there was no Randy Orton, he might still be in the WWE. But there was a couple of times where he kind of was sloppy with some other people, you could say, but it just feels like sometimes certain people can't do it. They're not allowed they're not allowed to make mistakes. Certain people aren't allowed to make mistakes, and certain people aren't. And he was one guy that had no leash.
Botch Club must see now. You don't want to miss this.
We don't want to miss this on Botch Club, folks. On Instagram, where you should be following on Instagram for sure, because they're at 109,000 followers. Oh my God. Botch Club on Instagram has posted this. The classics. Now I only had the Ultimate Warrior. I wanted the Hogan so bad. Keepers of Toys. Jim Miranda, WWF's Arena Concessions Manager, and Sally Beckerman, Manager of Licensing and Merchandise Development. There they are, hanging out with the toys. And there's Mr. Miranda right there. Wasn't it the Ultimate Warrior, right, that wanted the Jimmy Miranda Award, I believe? That would have been really cool, man. This guy was the king of WWF merchandise back in the day, and for a long time. A long time. You looking hot, too. Pull those pants down, man. That's the pinned comment. But let's go to the video now that Botch Club was talking about. And, of course, it's Stone Cold Steve Austin cleaning a gun, in case you didn't know. Uh-oh, Stone Cold Steve Austin now. What the hell is Stone Cold Steve Austin doing? He's not going to come down to the damn ring with that damn weapon. And now he's drinking. Do you guys remember that night? I think that was that night, right? That was the night where, like, he was drinking heavily and playing with a gun. Is that the night that he went bang with the other gun? Or was that I think that's a different night, right? Or was that the same night? I can't remember now. I remember that night they were, like, insinuating all night, like, he's going to do something crazy. And then he did come out with the gun, and we're like, holy shit. And then he did the bang thing, and Vince McMahon pissed himself. But I think this was a different night. Orton got him fired after his injury during their match, but let's be real, Mr. Kennedy was nothing but a good entrance and a decent promo. Yeah, I think Mr. Kennedy was a good entrance and a decent promo, but that's really all you need. He was a little bit sloppy but I thought he was good enough to be there for another, whatever years. I think he still got, I still think Mr. Kennedy should have lasted another 2 years at least 2 more years, if not. Like, Mr. Kennedy should have been in the WWE for 5 years, 8 years. But he got, what did he get, 3 years or something like that? I don't even know. But too bad for him, I guess. I mean, they really, he was up against it. For whatever those reasons are, he was up against it. There was nothing, Orton hating you is like, Orton doesn't like some people, but Orton hating you is like, yikes, And he did, he did hurt the prize, and every time the prize gets hurt, bad things happen to people that hurt the prize. You know what I mean? Owen Hart hurt the prize, Stone Cold Steve Austin, then Owen Hart took a little fall, There's a lot of examples of people hurting people, and next thing you know, they're hurt. They're gone, or they're going down a flight of stairs or off the top of an arena. Very strange circumstances on a lot of shit. No doubt. as the LA riots continue to move on through the night. We're looking in.
Street takeover, but to do it in reverse, and then clearly to not be as a part of the demonstration that's going on right now. It seemed pretty obvious that he wasn't really a part of what is going on.
They were quite upset.
He wanted to object, or, you know, I don't think that necessarily means he's with the police chief and the mayor of the city of Los Angeles, but regardless, don't know his state of mind. It didn't seem as if he's like, I'm with you guys, because instead protesters started to throw rocks and concrete at him, and I believe it broke the window, because then he started lobbing things back out of the car.
Is this the vehicle stopped? Like he drove home? And it's, you know, I don't know if this person got caught up. There he is right there, shirt off. Oh, please don't get back in the car.
Yeah, that's the guy that we watched try to move a dumpster unsuccessfully.
I mean, he's got a sense that there is this helicopter overhead. It's you know, it's not overly warm out tonight to be without a shirt on in LA. It does cool down at night, so that is bizarre in itself. But obviously the guy pulled over, parked the vehicle in a normal fashion, and perhaps he is out of the vehicle and he's done driving.
Perhaps he's going to grab an assault rifle right now.
Very bizarre indeed. So now he's gone into the back.
Nice breasts.
What is he doing? He's pulling out, oh, I just need to shake this shirt or jacket or something.
Does he live in the car? Does he live in his car?
Put on my jacket. Meantime, he left the driver's side door open.
Okay, left the door open. What is he doing?
So he, you know, the reason why, likely, that he's shaking that out is because I'm pretty sure the window on the driver's side was broken. Left
the door open. Oh no, getting into another vehicle.
Oh, that's
all right.
interesting.
So I'm sensing this person has no, they're just opening car doors.
What is he doing?
So
what is going on?
That jacket, I believe, because it was full of shattered glass from the window. But what is that? So that car is on, and he decided to open the door and throw that jacket in.
Why did he put the jacket in someone else's car?
On the driver's side.
He's talking.
Approaching somebody.
Oh, the cops! Oh, the cops! Here come the police!
And involved.
Well, this is a good thing. If they were watching our coverage here on Fox 11, we had it all. So police have stopped
what else did this guy do?
Behind the wheel of that second vehicle or back behind his own vehicle. Now they can question him to say, who are you and what the heck were you doing?
What were you doing? And now we have an idea
what was he doing?
Specifically where he is. Vanna Street and East 1st Street. So just outside the down.
What was he doing?
Don't know his state of mind. It didn't seem as if he's like, I'm with you guys. At a rate of speed, considering he's on a surface.
Following this vehicle.
Oh, okay, let's go back in time.
Sort of
this is
barrier
weird.
or something.
Guessing still in the greater. I've never seen that before.
Bicyclist, that was enough for. After he left that intersection. And how would those people in the booth, now did he sideswipe that bicycle by a news helicopter?
Let's see.
In that place.
This person, is it someone who just lost their mind? They just don't care who they hurt, who is out of his mind.
He's got to get back in the car.
Okay, we got to go back in time to see what happened here, because obviously something crazy happened.
A tripod set up in the middle of the road with a camera as they're documenting this scene, and you can see just steps away from our beautiful City Hall building that is all lit up right there as we pan across here and look at Southern California.
Okay, so they're about to catch whatever this is live right here. It's got to be.
That the 101 freeway had been shut down today by the demonstrators, by the demonstrations, by law enforcement, and that, I'm guessing, Susan, we haven't checked back on the 101 to see if it's been reopened, but here you have another crowd gathered here at this act on the 101 to see if it's been reopened. But here you have.
Okay, I think it's about to happen here somewhere.
Don't worry, LA, your smart city is coming.
Yeah, they got to get that smart city to LA, so they got to burn down LA. I mean, honestly, they've got to, at this point, they've got to blow it up, probably. Blow it up, burn it. I mean, we said this years ago that they were going to have to like blow up LA in order to get the smart city in there. And then they burned the shit out of it recently, so we thought that was enough, but maybe it's not enough yet. So maybe they are still going to have to do more to LA. I mean, we thought the burning not last year was enough. You know? What's up, baby? What's up, chat? Hit that like button, baby. LA, the smart city's coming, baby. We just got to take out a few more of your buildings. That's all. And you guys will have it.
We have another crowd gathered here at this Alameda point.
It's after 9 o'clock, and you see there some kind of dumpster, some kind of container that they were successful in being able to set ablaze.
It's got to be happening.
There's
the car.
We watched as 5 Waymo cars. Whoa. Okay, so now we're doing donuts
in reverse.
Wow, people are throwing shit at him.
Someone throwing rocks. Okay, what's going on there? That looks very strange. Somebody. I don't know what to make of this. This seems so very dangerous.
Well, they smashed his windows open.
Throwing the rocks are not happy with that person there. I don't know if they felt this person was endangering them. This is a very bizarre scene there, and why that person walks. Okay, what's
set ablaze?
Okay, the truck is going by. Let's try to see. Truck going by. They must. I don't know. They must have just started doing the spinning, I suppose.
Also point out that we watched as 5 Waymo cars. Whoa. Okay, so now we're doing donuts
in reverse
in the intersection.
In reverse, and someone throwing rocks. Okay, what's going on there? That looks very strange. Somebody.
Dude, the guy should have gotten out and just run people over who were throwing bricks at him. You know what I mean? Wouldn't you do that?
I don't know what to make of this. This seems so very dangerous.
So it's weird that the cops are going to go after this guy, but they're not going to go after all the people burning things down and breaking everything and doing all that. That's so weird. What are they doing? Interesting.
Obviously, these people throwing the rocks
he's got no shirt on there.
Not happy with that person there. I don't know if they felt this person was endangering them.
He could have glass all over himself. He's throwing stuff out of the van.
Bizarre scene there, and why that person would do those donuts like that.
Then dumb fucks run after him. Why would you run after a vehicle that could kill you? Like, I mean, I don't get it.
Reverse. Was that person trying to?
Now he's driving on the wrong side of the road. Oh no, he's on the right side. Oh my God, he's swerving everywhere.
Oh wow.
Yeah, what's going on? He seems to be having trouble controlling that car, or he's driving erratically on purpose.
Wow,
I think
he almost hit that guy in the crosswalk.
Whomever threw rocks or whatever it was, yeah, he's having trouble controlling that car. Or has decided to go past the those barricades there. This is basically the Alvera Street area, the plaza.
I'm just wondering.
So not where traffic typically would go.
Susan, was this person trying to hurt or endanger those that were in the streets there?
For traffic, it was at one point, but now.
That's weird.
And what he's got a hold of a dumpster trying to move it, but unsuccessful. So now he's got to get back in the car. And by the way, I think I saw some shattered glass. I think that the agitators were able to throw a piece of concrete or what have you.
Susan,
the agitators.
Him, and he was able broke through the window, because then he was throwing.
Oh my God! Look at all these people rushing down here to get to the guy. What are they doing?
Things back out.
He's in a fucking car. Look, they're still throwing stuff at him.
That is a very scary scene. It's almost like this person is a rogue person who is out of his mind. And look at.
He's out of his mind, guys. All these people burning everything, they're not out of their minds. This guy's out of his mind, though.
The crowd.
Everybody's coming towards him because he's stuck. He's stuck.
Wow.
Yeah, everybody's coming towards him. Of course he's driving crazy. There's people chasing him down now. You dumb bitches. I mean, he does seem like he's a crazy person that went down there to be nuts, but I mean, listen, there's people running after you, throwing bricks through your windows. You're going to fucking drive away.
Now he's going to do things quite illegally to get out of the way, but it's clear that he was.
Yeah, look at this guy. What is this guy doing to him? What is he supposed to do? What's this guy doing? If people are chasing you down,
is driving. That is.
Of course, you're going to drive away illegally.
A rogue person who is out of his mind, and look at the crowd.
Everybody's coming towards him because he's stuck. He's stuck.
Yeah. So what does that mean? What do you want to see him dragged out of the car and smash his head open? Is that what you want to see?
Now he's going to do things.
Look at this. He's trying to get out of there. Look at this guy running up to him. What do you think that guy's going to do when he runs up to him? You think he's going to just say hi to him? Or is he maybe going to smash a brick over his head?
To get out of the way, but it's clear that he was trying to go after the agitators or whomever is left over in
Look, that guy just threw something with a dog.
Area, and look at that. People are throwing things at him. So apparently the sentiment was, okay, you're not with us, therefore you're against.
Trying to make a statement or what?
And they went and arrested this guy.
Just be the monitor.
Wow, he almost killed someone right there. He almost killed someone right
in
there.
our
Look at
shot.
this. Look at this.
Yeah, it's so funny, Christine, because you see
Look
it
at
on
this.
that monitor. I don't see it on this monitor. So it could
Look
just
at that guy.
be the
Whoa.
monitor.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Yeah,
That is
perhaps you're
crazy.
right. My bad on that. Okay.
But
so
it is unusual.
It is a
for sure.
distracting monitor I'm looking at
Wow,
here.
he is
So if
bombing.
Anybody else is seeing
Well, now
this
I can see how he was arrested. I mean, he's crazy. He's done so much bad stuff.
on their monitor. It's a very strange thing. Okay, so let me avert my eyes to another
Bro,
monitor
look
where
at
we
this
see
guy.
no light here. Okay, so again, what is the mindset of this person, and is this a
The mindset of this person is like, there's no pussy at home.
rogue?
That's what the mindset of
Where
this
people will
person is.
disperse as the night goes on, and they get tired, and they, call it a day kind of thing. But
Wow, we are still going live. It's still nuts.
For a minute here as you,
Let's watch the fireworks, baby. It's going off in L.A.
By the way,
Home of the smart people.
A tail, and you can see.
We'll come back to it. Newscom said it's under control, guys. Well, I was on last week, too, on Sunday last week as well. I'm on Sundays here or there. I was on last week. But, yeah, probably not much longer. I mean, it's 12:30 and, it's quiet night a little bit. We had some people talking some funny. What's up? Shout out to Botch Club on Instagram. Julio Guzman, the Riddler, Luis Urdaneta, and, of course, Creepy Neckbeard. Dropping the 1984 and then the 29 Sex Beast. Sending the Marines? Are they sending in Marines now? Is he on PCP? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he's on some kind of fucking angel dust. Or something. The nuclear vessels in Alameda. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought of. They're not in San Francisco, though. But that's exactly what I think of when I hear Alameda in California. Where are the nuclear vessels? In Alameda. Of course he's a Rusky, but he's like a retard or something. That's one of the best scenes in Star Trek 4. In Star Trek 4, when he's like, well, he's got to be a Rusky or whatever. He's like, of course he's a Rusky, but he's like a retard or something. We're through. We're through here. We are. Can I go now? Summer of Love 2025, baby. We're back. We're back. It happened under Obama, happened under the first Trump, and we're back, baby. It doesn't happen under Biden, though. Notice that? Because they're like, we're happy the ruler's here. But now they're mad. I urge Republicans, you guys really have to start rioting when the other guy's president is in charge. Because when the Democratic presidents are in charge, Republicans, you should be tearing up the world. Now, you did a little bit, but that was only on January 6th, and Trump was still the president then. We need you guys to riot when the next Democratic president, we need you guys to go on full-scale riots everywhere. And I know you don't do that because you probably have hot wives and better jobs and stuff, but can you please start rioting, Republicans? Because it's getting pretty sad when there's only riots, only Democrats riot and burn things and destroy the world. Like, you guys need to step it up. You do it sometimes, and you certainly do your rednecky things down south, but we really need you to really step it up. Like, you've got to equal this game. Like, you got to do better. You've got to step it up, guys. Come on.
See them fly through the air, but they don't
keep the crowds away from City Hall. And
the ice
all they care about is City Hall.
Center, also known as a federal building where a lot of the federal agents were.
See, they're not coming to protect you guys. You better have your own weapons because they ain't helping.
Bill Saley was saying that the reason why they started lobbing tear gas from the gates of the NDC was because that the agents felt threatened by the protesters that were outside of right next.
This
to
was a crazy one. You guys got to see this one.
housed.
Watch this one.
And
watch this.
U.S. Attorney Bill Saley was saying that the reason why.
Wow,
they
check this one out. It's going to go off in a second, I think. This is a wild one.
Of the NDC was because that the
this is a wild
felt
one.
Threatened by the protesters that were
wow. Break the walls down.
Because the
Dun, 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 dun.
MDC.
Bro, play that with that explosion. That was crazy, dude. Do we have it? No, we need like a Jericho. Let's see if we can get it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
See, the Metropolitan Detention Center, also known as a federal building where a lot of the federal agents were housed, and where U.S. Attorney Bill.
Here we go! Yeah! Kablooey! I'ma blow up on the main street. Your mom's me. Gonna have the queef inside your mother's beat. Come on! Can you imagine you're driving your car, like basically taking a risk driving your car through that? Like, and why do the cops not do anything about that? Like, so all these people have to drive their cars home from work right here, and the cops just watch, like, okay, good luck. But, like, if your car explodes with a fucking, like, if a firework blows up on your car, right, and some guy runs up and throws a firework and your car blows up, and you get out to beat the shit out of him, you're going to get arrested? Because that just seems retarded to me. You're going to get arrested for, like, beating the fuck out of somebody who tried to kill you, basically? Because I'm assuming you tried to kill me if a firework blows up underneath my vehicle. You know? Like, that's some crazy shit. Like, it would almost be fun if they blew up the wrong guy's truck and the guy just got out and started spraying, you know? Like, he had a bad day. You know, imagine a guy had a bad day at work. His wife left him. His mother recently died. You know what I mean? And things are going really bad. And he's like, fuck, man. And he has an automatic weapon in his back seat, for protection. He works in a fucked up area. And he's like on the verge of just wanting to it all be over in a way. And he's just frustrated and angry. And now he's getting really angry at all this traffic he's going to drive through. And then somebody throws a fucking giant firework and it goes into his car and blows up in his car. And his ears like kind of burst a little bit. And he's like, ah. And then he sees the guy that threw the fucking thing. And he just gets out and grabs the gun and just everybody who's like just out there protesting. And he just goes and just mows down like 15, 18 people. And they'd build some narrative or something about the guy, but really it was just he was trying to drive home and he lost his mind when somebody attempted to kill him with a firework or fucking impair his hearing with a firework. So he said, all right, that's about it. I've had about enough. That's it. You're done. That's all it takes. Movie Escape from L.A. is now a documentary. That's a great point. God, that's a great soundtrack. Escape from L.A. is a fucking fire soundtrack, dude. Oh my God, it's good. It's so good, guys. We got Escape from L.A. The soundtrack is wild. I mean, you got John Carpenter crushing it, right? There's so many songs. I have it somewhere. I mean, there's the score, and then there's the soundtrack. So obviously, like you know, the score is awesome, but like, you know, the soundtrack is awesome too. What's the soundtrack? Let me pull it up. Escape from LA. I have it somewhere. All right, track number 1. Oh, track number 1 is, you know I love this, right? Track number 1 is Stabbing Westward, Dawn. Just a fucking great little song.
Gonna suck.
You know what I mean? What was that, JB? Oh, yeah. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Gotta love Dawn. It's a track they did not put on Darkest Days. It was like a leftover track. So, love the Stabbing Westward. Right after Stabbing Westward. Where's the whole thing? So, this is so great. So, Tool comes on after Stabbing Westward. I mean, like, let's go. Sweet. Love it. They go back with the on the Opiate CD. White Zombie. White Zombie's on here, baby. We got fucking Toadies. Toadies Live. I don't know why that is, but Toadies Live is on there. Sugar Ray. I don't want to get copyright striked and all this stuff. Blame by Gravity Kills. Let's fucking go, bro. Gravity Kills. Tori Amos after Gravity Kills. Fucking Ministry. Paisley. Fucking Orange 9mm. Clutch is on here. Civ Sex Pod. I mean, bro, this is... Oh, my God, dude. I will fuck this soundtrack. Escape from LA, the soundtrack. I'm going to fucking watch this movie tonight. Let's go. I know this is the shittier one. Consider, you know, obviously, like, you know, watch Escape from New York, obviously, but I don't know. Escape from LA is just so campy, terrible that, like, I also like Escape from LA. I like Escape from New York and Escape from LA, but Escape from LA is, you know, the CGI is fucking atrocious in this movie. You know, they're trying to puncture his tires with glass. LA Knight wins the King of the Ring and challenges Cena for the world title. Wow. And there it is. Snake Plissken is in the chat, for Christ's sake. I mean, you really can't get any better than that. We're talking about this, and then Snake Plissken steps into the chat. Doesn't get any better. Puerto Rico, Luis Urdaneta. We love you, brother. Poor Puerto Rico, man. You know, for all those years that they suffered after that fucking hurricane, dude. That is so crazy still. I think about that all the time. It's weird that I think about that all the time, but I do. I think about Puerto Rico and people, like, being out of power for, like, fucking 3 years. Newscum handling this the way he handled the fires. Yeah, don't blame me, but we got to blame somebody. Yeah, they suck over there. They don't know what they're doing. Get new leaders. Get new leaders in LA. Oh, shit. There's a brawl going down.
Hopefully this will end quickly, that they will break up these people. Okay, and there you go. That's what happened. Okay.
We
part of it. Oh, and we talked about Matthew Seedorf saying.
And here we go. We're gonna pan down where something's going on.
This is a pretty big pocket of people here. We haven't seen.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of fighting, here, so and it's gonna go down now.
Made their way to connect with one another as they march down the street, with motorists either trying to get through or be part of it.
And they're dragging a guy off his bike. And they're beating the hell out of somebody on his bike.
Breaking out.
Yeah, see, look at this. They're beating the shit out of somebody on his bike.
That they will break up these people. Okay, and there you go. That's what happened. Okay.
Clearly, we don't know what happened there, but
that guy's just trying to fight everybody, dude.
In the meantime, lots of other people are trying to stop the person.
Dude, why don't you beat up the guy who's beating people? Why don't you do that?
He keeps going, but there are people.
That guy's trying to just beat people down.
Back.
Wow. They took a guy off his bike, basically.
There are some people there that are trying to protest on message.
There goes the guy. Oh, he ran into somebody.
Okay, and then there are others who are.
So he's trying to get the hell out of there.
That guy might have. Maybe he just wanted to get through, and then there were words exchanged.
Then you have a car there caught in the middle of the traffic there, and let us hope that everybody is safe. And again, looks like they are part of what's going on there.
They got the
Is that a Challenger?
on, so they're stopped.
God, I love Challengers. It's my dream car is a Dodge Challenger. I know that's a stupid dream car probably to a lot of people, but I just love the Dodge Challenger, and I always have. And I'm never gonna have one, but it's yeah, I just love Dodge Challengers. I thought, you know, someday when I'm like 40 years old, I'll get a Dodge Challenger. Maybe if I made it to 80, maybe I would get one. I would never have a Dodge Challenger. Bro, I don't think I'll ever have another car. I'm going to have to drive my car to death.
No matter how misguided.
Or passionate about the cause.
Period. Yes, 100%.
Oh, these are thugs. What are you talking about, you stupid bitches?
But if you're destroying property and you're hurting officers, that is not acceptable. And both the governor
or beating random people up.
The mayor, they've all.
Yeah, the mayor. Nobody listens to the mayor. She's a fucking retard. What are you talking about? Are you serious? Joe, did Truth come out and say it wasn't a work and it was a work? It's. I mean, dude, it might be a work now, but most people believe it really wasn't a work. And it is now. It's now a work, but it wasn't a work. You know what I mean? Wow, did you hear that bang, dude? We have gotten like multiple angles of this other thing, but I haven't been able to get it yet because I'm the only one doing this. If I was a better YouTuber and had more people running my show with me and I had more money and stuff, I mean, bro, we'd have to have a producer like watching stuff and sending me the clips and shit like that. That would be wild. We sometimes we have that on like Monetize This. People send clips and stuff, but we're just having fun tonight. You know, just going over random shit and all that shit.
Security and the ICE raids here in Southern California. This is again Sunday night here in Southern California. And as people are watching, as we know they do because we get responses on our Facebook page, etc., they watch from other parts of the country, other parts of the world. We are streaming live on the Fox Local app is another place to always find us and our coverage. So we are trying to bring people information that is relevant to them.
Well, you're also streaming on YouTube, lady, just so you know. And probably, dude, I don't know if you guys have ever gone on the Roku channels, but on Roku, it's like you can, on Roku, you can, oh, this cop's going to get trapped here.
Federal building. So to see these protesters moving around and
on Roku, you can like watch any like tons of local news broadcasts all over the country for free. If you just turn on the Roku app for free. I mean, there's got to be like, I think there's like 100 news channels around the United States. It's super cool and fascinating on Roku. Like I think they just take it from the YouTube feeds and any feed they can because it's broadcast, anything that's freely broadcast everywhere, and they just put it on Roku. So yeah, it's really cool. Like I can watch every single little broadcast from everywhere. It's really pretty cool. This cop's car is getting whacked around, dude. Look at this.
We're watching as
Bam.
a police vehicle is
He's
trying
out.
to navigate its way.
See, even the cops fly around when they're getting chased. How come these bitches aren't like, whoa, he's crazy. That needs to be looked at. He's got whacked out of his mind. Oh, is he for driving away?
Through this area and somebody threw a bicycle or a scooter. So that sort of suggests to you the temperature of...
Wow, that cop drove to the other lane and almost crashed into that red SUV.
These protesters and how they are expressing themselves. But yes, last night there was an interesting sort of...
It's weird. Where is he going? Wonder where he's going.
Ebb and flow with the demonstrators. There were times when it just seemed like there was, nothing was going on, and Laura Diaz was on the ground and pointed that out. She says, no, what I'm experiencing is peaceful. This is not an agitated crowd. And then
that bitch was fucking lying, you stupid women. Like, this dumb fuck was lying. Like, oh, it's so peaceful. Like, she was saying this as stuff was going down everywhere. And it was like, this lady is fucking lying. And now they're like, it's so weird to see this because the other night it was like, so you believed her propaganda? So dumb. You believed the propaganda. That's what you did. Will they protest the Mexican southern border? Well, it's weird that, what's up, Castillo? It's weird that, like, a lot of people have the Mexican flags that they're waving. And it's like, don't you want to go? Aren't you trying to not go back there? Why are you, you know what I mean? It's weird. But, also, like, Irish people and stuff like that and Italians, everybody always waves that flag around, too. But it doesn't mean, it doesn't really mean, like, oh, I want to go back to that country and fuck, I don't like America. It just sort of is like I'm proud of my heritage, but, thing. It's not like supposed to be I'm anti-American, because you're clearly not. You're living in America. You're like, hey, I'm living in America now because I think I have a better opportunity here and I like America, but I'm proud of, like, my heritage, I guess, like, which I kind of get, but I also don't. Like, who cares what we all really are anyway, right? But I sort of understand, because we care about our lineage and our heritage and even our culture, right? Even our cultures of our backgrounds of where we might have come from. We care about that thing. So if that's an Irish flag to remind us of Ireland, or an Italian flag to remind us of Italy, or, a Mexico flag to remind us of our Mexican heritage, I understand that. So, I mean, but there's another part of me that's like, it's so weird. You want to be here and stay here, but then we're waving the Mexican flag, and it's like, well, all you have to do is get in that white van with those SWAT team members. They'll take you right back there. They'll take you right to you'll take you to that flag right in 2 seconds. You would think you'd be waving an American flag to say, like, I love America, I want to stay here, and we want people to stay here. This is supposed to be America, and wave the flag, like, not the American flag, but not the Mexican flag. Why are you waving the Mexican flag? I understand on, St. Patrick's Day, we're all proud to be Irish, proud to be our backgrounds, and you're proud to be, whatever. But I mean, like, why would you wave it in this situation? Wouldn't you want to wave the American flag to say, hey, America, feel bad for us because we want to be here and we love America. We're waving the American flag. When you're waving the Mexico flag, it just makes Americans think, like, oh, you're even, like, why, like, yeah, get the fuck out of here. You guys are burning this whole place down because you want to, yay, Mexico? Well, why don't you go there? Why don't you go there? So, like, that's the thing, right? But I understand both sides of that, and I'm trying to explain that to you guys right now, but it's just weird. It's like, it's one of those things you'd think you'd wave an American flag. You'd get more sympathy from the American people, I think, if you waved an American flag. Like look at that, man. They love America. They just want to be, maybe, but instead it's the other way, and now people are like, yeah, fuck these people. They're destroying L.A., and they think they're in Mexico. Fuck this. You know what I mean? That's what people are saying. That's what people think when they see the place burning and you're waving a Mexican flag. It's like it's I don't know, man. That seems so backwards to me. Gav! What is he doing? Why is my son up? Oh, boy. Gav! Gavin. Why is my son awake? Yo, Gavin. Gavin! It's Dad calling you from downstairs. Come downstairs, Gavin. Keep L.A. out of Texas. Well, I think it's kind of too late, PM. I think they're already coming out there. A lot of them. It's mostly the white women from LA that you got to be worried about. Mark Milano, I'm an Italian American from South Philly, not Italian from Italy. There's a difference. Yeah, see? There's a difference. How we got with the mostly peaceful stuff, just like 2020. Yeah, that's what a lot of the reporters are saying. They're like, oh, it's mostly been peaceful here. I mean, maybe they're kind of right. It kind of has been mostly peaceful. Not fully. Why is my kid awake? Gav. He ignored me and went up to his room. Fucker. He definitely heard me, the fucker. God damn it. He definitely heard me. I want to thank the people that have been donating tonight. Julio Guzman, Botch Club, Creepy Neckbeard for the 29 and the 19. The Riddler, Louis Urdaneta, Bullfrog's mommy also sent something off air last night after Monetize This got through. And Z Payne with those big bombs. Let's go to the leaderboard now. Let's see, because Creepy Neckbeard has creepily crept up the leaderboard. Unbelievable with his 2 donations tonight. Creepy Neckbeard is just a couple of bucks away from the man himself, Cole Zeller, in the $5 spot. Dude, thank you. Z Payne is dominating, though. And Welsh and Ghost have been corrupted. They're gone. So you can be on the board. That's crazy shit, bro. What's up, Matt? How you doing, man? My night's okay. I'm just I'm pretty tired now. I'm probably getting ready to wrap up, and it was okay. It was a long day. This is going to be much worse. Plus, all depends on what happens in the other states. Yeah, maybe Louis Urdaneta. Yeah, I mean, just this shit's been going on now for 10 years. I remember we really didn't used to have riots in this country. That's what's crazy, or like peaceful protests like this. We had some protests, but we've never had stuff like this. Like, for at least, yes, we have, but we haven't had stuff like this in a while, right? The only time I ever saw something like this was Rodney King when I was a kid. I think I was 10 years or 11 years, maybe 10 years old when Rodney King happened, 9 years old, something like that. Like 92 or 93 maybe? I don't even remember now, actually. But either way, I was like very young, kind of like 8, 9, something like that. Rodney King happened. We saw those riots. I don't think we saw riots again. I could be wrong, but I don't think we saw riots again like that until Obama. Until Obama started with the racial divide. And once Obama did that, and then it was like when the whole Occupy Wall Street thing started, that around those times. Basically, after Occupy Wall Street, it's almost like the bankers all got together and they were like, hey, guys, people are starting to pay attention and they're starting to do things. We need to divide everybody really badly because they're coming after us. Everybody is so happy still and they're together. And we need to divide everybody. And that's when they started with the whole racial divide. And that's when all of this stuff started. If you go and follow that, it's crazy. Right as soon as the Wall Street stuff started, it was like all the bankers and the rich people got together and they were like, guys, they're coming after us. We need to turn them into fighting each other again. And they did it. They started with all the racial stuff and all these things, and we're a racist place, and this is bad, and women, and it all started there. It started right after the Wall Street collapse, the Occupy Wall Street. That all happened, and then this all happened. Nothing was the same after Occupy Wall Street. That's when it began. 100%. They were like, oh my God, these people are so united. After the 90s, after 9/11, you know what you used to get? You used to get, most people would agree with you. If you said something about racial stuff, most people would actually agree with you. They'd be like, yeah, That shit's fucked, bro, because that's how it was. It was kind of like that, right? Every 10 years before, for minorities and for blacks, things were harder, right? The 60s, the 70s, the 80s, it got better and better and better. And by the 90s, people made jokes about it. And by the late 90s, they kind of made jokes about it, but you just didn't do that. You tried not to do that anymore for real. And then in the 2000s, and what I mean is you tried to really not discriminate people. And then in the 2000s, by then, everybody was just a melting pot of together. Like, you know, so many rappers and rock people doing stuff together and everybody doing stuff together, making jokes about everybody. You can make jokes about white people, and that's funny. You can make jokes about black people for the most part, and that was okay, really. You know, you couldn't, people all kind of agreed on the same thing. Like, yeah, that's fucked up. Don't say the N-word to somebody, or like whatever. Or, you know, there's been this oppression, you know, or there's been all these years of bullshit, whatever. Like, that's why Dave Chappelle, like, you had every white Republicans, white Democrats, black Democrats, Republicans, every kind of people were watching Dave Chappelle show, and they were loving it because we all got the jokes, but we were all kind of like, cool. And then 2008, 2009, whatever, 2010, that Occupy Wall Street stuff started, and the banks fucked up, and they were like, they just started this new thing, and they started pinning us against each other, and it was Obama that really then spearheaded it, and he started that in his second term especially. It was like Obama was like, okay, I've been told what to do. Here we go. And Obama's half black. You know, he's got a white mother, right? Obama's mother's completely white. We really haven't had the first real black president. You think about it. I never even really thought about that too much, but we didn't really get the first black president. And I think I saw a clip of someone saying that a while ago. It was like it was a couple weeks ago or something. I saw a clip of somebody bringing that up again. And I remember bringing that up years ago with somebody, but we didn't really talk about it again. But we really didn't get the first black president. We got like the first mixed race president. Somebody brought it up, and there's like a clip of it, and I saw it. And I thought of it the other day. I mean, but like, I mean, who cares, right? Like, it doesn't matter, you know, it doesn't matter what color the president is, as long as the president's good. And we don't really get a lot of good president. You know, we get presidents that, like, he does some stuff good, does some stuff bad. Some of it's really bad. Some of it's really good. You get presidents that just do that. And I'm never happy. I don't know about you guys, but I am, like, never fucking happy with the president. You know what I mean? Like, I voted for Obama, and then I wasn't happy with him after a little while. He was doing really bad shit. Like, he killed kids with drones. He did ridiculous drone strikes. He did other strikes that were unnecessary. He was skeevy. He started talking about race in a weird way, and it was like, what are you doing? Like, why aren't you, like, talking about America elected a black man? You know, what a country we are. You know, I wanted more of that. I wanted more of Obama saying, like, and he did it first. He did do that, but then he, like, turned into, like, there's a lot of racial problems. A lot of racial, you know, it's like, what are you talking about? So it was like, I mean, and there are racial problems, but it was like he was really putting a microscope on it. It was like, why are you doing this? It was so strange. It was like it was all coordinated to divide all of us because things were going way too well. And now look at things, right? We need a president who's strong, firm, smart, open-minded, and is like, it's like he's able to call stuff out, but he's also able to be, you know, talk about how great we actually are, and not to do this heavy one side other side thing. You know, Biden let in millions of people because he's an idiot, and now Trump is trying to get rid of a lot of these people, but in doing that, he's getting rid of a lot of people in a bad way that, you know what I mean, that I really don't agree with at all. Although I do want to see people deported and people taken out who should be, but there's so many people that are getting. I don't like what they're doing, the way they're doing it. Not fully. I like some of it, and I don't like all of it. And unfortunately, the pendulum just keeps swinging back and forth. And like now, somebody on the Dem side is going to get elected eventually, and they're going to be like, America will let everybody in. We love you. And it's like they're going to go the other way again. They might even go further. They might go even crazier. They might even go so far to investigate who got deported and to go bring them back and call it like Operation Reentry to America. Do you know what I mean? And this shit will never end now. And it's on this fucking crazy escalation when really you just need to admit that Joe Biden fucked up by letting everybody in and that Trump is not doing the best job of deporting people in a way that is respectful and almost accurate 100%. I want 100% accuracy. You're not going to get that. You get 99.9 would be all right. But, you know, if even one person is ruined from this, that's just a shame. You know, it's just terrible. I don't want anybody dead, and I don't want all these murderers still in the country, but I also don't want people who didn't do anything, you know, fucked over. And it's just like, man, we can't get this to work the right way. Karrion Kross isn't our truth. Yeah, see, if Karrion Kross is kicked out, now I think Karrion Kross is a fucking illegal. If Karrion Kross is fired from WWE, you know, yeah, are people going to go on some campaign for him? Is that going to work? Probably not. You know, our truth has a little bit of a different deal going on. You know, our truth has a little bit more, you know, clout from being there. But I feel like Karrion Kross is doing damn near everything he can. But
the number of people would go up, enough so that when they approached the federal building, the MDC, then that's what brought the agents out, the federal agents out, and they started doing things like lobbying through something, missed the car, and now the patrol car is trying to get out of that area.
We are watching two different directions there on our screen.
Wow.
Two different groups. And I'm wondering if
burn, baby, burn.
Splintered off and kind of
is clear.
Their direction pushed them back pretty quick.
What's up, Johnny boy? If you want to donate, Streamlabs is pinned to the top of the chat right now. Sure, we'll stay on a little bit maybe. But I think we are going to try to wrap it up in a minute or two. But I really appreciate you being here, man. I hope you hit the like button, and I hope you watch all my videos all week. We're going to try to do some shit this week, but, you know, I'm trying. I don't know what's going to happen to me, but we'll see. This is going to be a real weird week, I'll tell you that.
Well, Susan, you were talking about how we saw things escalate throughout the day. You
still yelling at the sheriff's deputies where we're standing.
Well, we are coming up on our 10 o'clock
with their stupid umbrellas.
Hour normally
over crypto.com to give you a sense for location. That
plug in the crypto?
The street, and then some agitators that have been trying to set up these barricades, these street signals in the middle of the road, so that when law enforcement shoots those non-lethals, that they can hide behind those for as long as they can stand it before they eventually do retreat. But we've been seeing this for the last few hours.
She was angry. I had heard or read a statement that suggested that she was deeply angry, but she told me last night, no, I'm not angry. It's my job to stay calm.
And launching fireworks and starting fires.
No, she was probably angry.
It's not.
It was like a rain.
Surely not going to tell you she's angry.
And LAPD is following them in a couple of ways, and making arrests, you know, where it's appropriate. I don't know how many arrests have been made thus far, but they are definitely looking to make arrests when they see people vandalizing or committing other acts of violence.
And can you talk more
they're
about
chasing somebody now. See, now if these people chase somebody to beat them down and that person pulls out a weapon and then says, please stay away from me, and then the people continue chasing them saying they're going to kill him, and then the guy shoots somebody when they get close, then you have the Kyle Rittenhouse situation again where that person's justified in defending their lives. But will they get a fair trial in L.A.? Will they get a fair trial in L.A.? I don't know.
Your specific message when it comes...
because you're supposed to just let yourself be killed. Like, oh, there's a mob chasing me for no reason, really. I'm supposed to just lay down and let them bash my brains in with a brick and shit and die. You can't defend yourself with a weapon or with anything, or you're a murderer, even though they said they're going to murder you. You know, it's like, what can you do in LA to defend yourself? I mean, I would not be outside for sure. Because even in your own home, it's like, what do? You're supposed to like let them kill you or take your stuff or whatever.
To the full extent of the law, period.
So you essentially
no flexibility on that.
Essentially, what it sounds like what you're saying is, if you really, really don't like the ICE policies of President Trump, going out and doing vandalism just makes them even more likely to happen.
Exactly right. Exactly right. I think it's quite ironic, as you protest ICE, you protest federal involvement, and then you give reason for people to have federal troops here. And so don't give in. We all know, Angelenos know that is not accurate, but the pictures that the country is seeing on national TV reinforces that negative image. And
yeah, I mean, she's not wrong about this. She's not wrong, right? Like most of LA or most areas, things are could be normal. Things are going well. There's a regular LA day for the most part. But, you know, like these little pocket areas where there's a riot going on, you know, the whole country sees it as like, what a nutcase place this is. They really are fucked. We really do got to go in there and get these people out of here. They're fucking crazy. And when you might live there and be like, well, I never see this type of stuff. And this is just happening on like 3 streets today, you know, in all of LA or whatever. So I understand what she's saying there because she's a moron, but you know, like there's a lot of great people in LA and there's a lot of awesome stuff in LA, but yeah, the country's perception is that your city's breaking down more and more all the time, and it looks fucking bad. So, but she's not wrong. I kind of get what she's saying, but you know, she's also a dingleberry, so. Seth Rollins only can get the Raw title. Oh, guys, did you see Velvetine Dream? We got to play this. What the fuck, dude? We got to play this. So, Velvetine Dream put out this weird-ass video earlier today. I don't even want to show too much of it because he's showing Money in the Bank in the background, but look at this.
I don't know if that was Lillian Garcia. I don't know if that was Alicia Taylor.
Alicia Taylor.
But I'll tell you who it is. Seth stealing Rollins steals another one. You know what? I got a question, Seth. And your bosses, Paul and TKO, may not like this. But how many gimmicks, Seth? How many gimmicks does it take? Kingslayer, you beat Triple H. Beast Slayer, you beat Brock Lesnar. The Architect, yeah, we'll give you credit for Roman Reigns' 5-year championship reign. History belongs to you, Mr. Architect. Beast Slayer, Kingslayer, Architect, Visionary, Messiah. You're so good you think you're God. And now Paul Heyman, ECW's favorite con man, has made you Mr. Money in the Bank. How many gimmicks? 10 years of gimmicks. 10 years of Seth Rollins trying to get over. I don't have to ruin professional wrestling because Seth Rollins you said you wanted the truth, didn't you, people? We want the truth. You wanted the truth. I'm going to give you the truth. 10 years of a guy stealing gimmicks. I don't blame TKO. I blame you. You pathetic, fickle fans. Do it again. I hope you enjoy it. It's your world. It's your wrestling. It's your entertainment. It's your WWE. And we're just living in it. It's not a dream. It's your reality. And you are the ones who ruined it.
Velvetine Dream accusing Seth Rollins of stealing gimmicks for a decade. I mean, he has a point about Seth Rollins, right? Seth Rollins can never, like, it's always going to be the cross-dressing Seth Rollins. You know? I mean, Velvetine Dream is now officially, reverted into Joe Cronin. My angry jealousy about wanting, not being a commentator in WWE and cutting promos in front of my TV about Triple H and Road Dogg and why did you guys pass me up? But, like, the weird thing is Velveteen Dream was there for years. That's what's weird. But he's reverted into Joe Cronin calling people out in weird online promos. Very interesting. Triple H, people think Triple H is going to be replaced in a year. That's a wild number that we have.
That, to me,
over there. That's a wild number. I think the mayor of LA is just like, we've got to burn this place down. We've got to keep working on this. I don't blame Velveteen Dream. I mean, if Velveteen Dream really did nothing wrong for the most part, or did very little wrong, it's like, dude, that whole guy's life was fucking altered from bullshit. And Velveteen Dream would, I don't know, man. I would not be in a good state of mind myself. Anthony says, why aren't WWE fans pissed and why aren't they realizing Jade, Dolan, and the rest aren't released, just given a different contract to work in territories? Because NXT has produced duds. Maybe. I mean, R-Truth's new contract is a weird contract. It's a temporary, weird contract that R-Truth has. He's not signed back to a regular WWE deal. He's signed to this weird sort of extended, accepted, appearance contract that he has. It's different. So it's like, man, it's a different it's different. It's fucking weird. He's not signed back the way you think he is. So I don't know what that means for R-Truth, but he won't be here for too long. He'll be here for, I don't know. I don't know what the number is. I don't know if it's a year, 3 months. I don't know. I'm not sure what R-Truth's deal is, but it's some last run type of contract, allegedly. Velveteen Dream over here cutting a promo. Move on, kid. It's over. I mean, that's hard to accept if you're, Velveteen Dream. It's fucking crazy. So, but I think I'm gonna pack it in for the night. Fudge pack myself. I think. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I had a good time on a Sunday night. And thank you to Creppy Neckbeard for dropping 2 nice donos. And then Louis Urdaneta for being the runner-up to that. So if AEW joined into it, it would be good for the company. R-Truth next retirement tour. Yeah, I think R-Truth is going to do a retirement tour. I mean, you could do that as a comedy thing. Like, you know what? I'm doing a retirement tour. But it seems like he's back to be kind of serious, not to be funny. I don't know what's going to happen with that, but we'll see. And yeah, it could be that, Truth goes to TNA or whatever. A lot of things could happen. But it is a weird contract. So we'll see, man. But you guys are fucking great. Thanks for hanging out, man. I had a nice time. I'm very tired now. We'll see what happens at the protest. We'll probably have a lot of videos tomorrow of the protesting stuff. So that'll be exciting. Whew. I am tired. Like, very tired. Like, it's really hit me all of a sudden. Catch you guys tomorrow for the Raw watch along. Remember, guys, tomorrow is the Raw watch along. We're gonna do what we did last week. If we hit a certain amount, I'm gonna watch the full first hour of Raw. If we hit a certain amount, we're gonna watch the second hour of Raw. If we hit a certain amount, we're gonna watch the third hour of Raw, and then we might even do a post show as well and party on. I don't know. It's up to you. We'll do it. We did it last week. It was kind of fun. The Raw watch along, maybe. See how long it goes on for. Last week we watched all of Raw and did a post show. We pretty much hit the number. So thank you, Lewis. I'm gonna read that and I'll have a video on it tomorrow. There's been a couple of things that I've gotten on what's up with that. So, alrighty, see you tomorrow.